Welcome. Thank you for joining us on this exciting and memorable day as we are kicking off Division B Rocket League playoffs here on the GG Leagues. And I'm just excited for tonight. We have the Kirkwood blue and white teams. So, an in school rivalry tonight. And I am Sarah Sims, and I am joined alongside me. I'm just repeating myself here because the man that I'm joined by is just so awesome. It's Sis. Now, Sis, how are you doing tonight?
Oh, I am doing fantastic. Had a great dinner, had a wonderful, beautiful day today. So now it is time for some Rocket League Ashes. Sarah, seeing two teams playing against each other from the same school is always so great for rivalry purposes. I've seen it happen before. You see it happen in CRL and things like that make this game so fun to watch, especially in a playoff setting like this, Sarah. It just makes it hard to beat. And I think from a viewer standpoint, from a caster standpoint, this is just going to be a great match tonight, especially considering it's the best of seven.
Yeah, it's that best of seven format, and with being playoffs, you do want to be the team to advance. And when you're trying to beat, a fellow team from your school, it's also going to come down to bragging rights. Who's going to be the better team on the day, who's going to be the school's representatives, and I know that's a good feeling when you're the ones to get that bragging rights. So both these teams, they're going to come out swinging. I have no doubt about that. But also, part of the pleasure of casting tonight, as you mentioned, is that these teams know each other. They have probably scrimmed each other very, very frequently. So they know the weak spots to attack. They know the strong suits as well. So we might be saying some limit testing here as they try and work past that, or really just pinpoint attacks as they strike the weaknesses of the other teams. And this is something I am definitively looking forwards to.
And of course, there's nothing like going the next day and being like, "Oh, hey, we just played you. We took you out yesterday." It's like, "Oh, well, you're gonna have that grudge for a little while, but at the end of the day, it's great for the school because it gets their name out there. It shows like, oh yeah, we're competing with our esports team. We have multiple players that are so good at Rocket League, so we are able to make more than one team. I know from a player point of view to experience that, these it would make these guys just ecstatic. I feel like to be able to do this and all this work that they've put in throughout the season over time playing these matches. That's great. It's great that they've played these games, but it doesn't matter because it comes down now to how well you perform in this playoff match. When coming into this match, you're 0-0 pretty much. You're facing off against this other team with nothing showing on your record as to why you're going to perform better in playoffs.
Yeah, and we are in the quarterfinals because I believe there are 8 teams right now. So quarter semifinals, a fairly short bracket overall, which means that both these teams need to make the most of this chance because it is a single elimination. There's no lower bracket to drop down to. If you get eliminated, you are done. So that just applies a little bit more pressure here tonight for both these teams. But honestly, I'm expecting these teams to have fun. They know each other. They're probably friends off the pitch, or at least I hope so, because as the saying goes here, says teamwork makes the dream work.
Indeed, it does. But like you said, it's a one and done. The Swiss format can be pretty brutal. You've got no second life, you've got no lower life, so it all comes down to this series here. And already it starts off strong at the midfield. CMD looks to set this up. He has a nice touch to the ceiling, a nice pass. Slim Reaper a little bit late though, so they're not gonna be able to execute that one.
Yes. Now it is Kirkwood blue on blue side and Kirkwood white on the orange side. Just for everyone's peace of mind and knowledge, but a great save there coming out of the pancake man. And they can't quite transition out of the zone there. As Scrungus was looking to make a play there, MD centers this one. Scrungus is there. He puts that one high towards the midfield. No quite follow up, but Slim Reaper is there as well. And now it's MD pushing the ball forward in the corner and a good bump there. And that will be the opening goal of this series by MD.
Oh yeah, you see Slim Reaper just cheats up, keeps playing the demo there, gets the bump, can't get the demo, but the bump, the next best thing, just forces out Scrungus to be in a defensive position there. A nice start, a nice early offensive possession for this team to get going strong this early game. Number one, maybe that's going to be a kickoff goal, and that's not what you want to see if you're blue.
Yeah, the kickoff goals are always so dreadful, and it just seems like MD just won the kickoff fair and square. The Kirkwood blue player wasn't quite able to make it there, and unfortunately, that's how it goes sometimes.
Those kickoffs are vitally important. It's something I stress a lot when watching Rocket League is you have to be so picture perfect on those kickoffs. They can make or break you, and they're breaking
Oh,
it then. That's almost an own goal from Strongest. A little bit of a miscommunication there, but they don't get punished for it.
it was a clean passing play, just in the wrong direction right now. But they were able to get out of there, and at least for a little bit, which is a good look. Now, Mr. Kappa here tries to make a play, but he just watches it as Scrungus dunks on the opposing team.
Oh, you can't really ask for better from this from Scruggus. Look at the speed right there, just completely dusting out the player for Kirkwood White there. And Scruggus starting off strong for his team is what you want to see for a player, especially when you go down 2 goals early on in the game. Maybe they can keep working their offense around him. That could be the kickstart and the motivation they need, but they can't start off on the defensive side of things. That was a good pass opportunity, but unable to find contact.
Ooh, Scrungus was looking for an opportunity there, but he couldn't quite dribble it forward. Now it's Mr. Kappa trying to make something happen. It's on the backboard, but a bit of a team bump there, and now probably a double commit there, overstaying it. Scrungus is able to step up. He gets demoed for his efforts, but he does keep the ball in the offensive zone. And now it's Kirkwood White trying to get out of their zone. They are able to transition with a good forward passing play, but a team bump ruins the momentum they had there. And now it should be up the blue side to get a good transition play going, but the team bumps, they are happening left, right, and center.
The rotation's looking a little bit awkward for the teams here. Maybe MD can get the solo play. Looks to get the flipper set. I don't think he got it though, so it will get cleared by Scrungus. A double commit on that. It sets up the opportunity for Scrungus, but he's not able to get there fast enough as Hawk is able to clear it away. So both teams getting close on the offensive side of things, but both held scoreless now as we're approaching close to halftime.
Yeah, getting close to that halftime as you mentioned though, but it does seem like Kirkwood Blue are finding a lot more offensive opportunities right now. But I have to say, Scrungus had a huge defensive play. They're reading that flip reset attempt and nearly got rewarded for his efforts. But unfortunately, the ball just didn't go his way towards the end there. Now Pancake Man was caught waiting. And well, that's MD with another goal, putting once more Kirkwood White up 2 goals.
Oh yeah, I think everyone for Kirkwood Blue just had faith in the touch there. Wasn't able to get the double Pancake Man, so MD just sniping the left side of the goal. He's 3 for 3 right now, just under halftime, and make it 4 for 4 off of a unfortunate miss. That is the second kickoff goal that Kirkwood Blue has given up. That is not what you want to see.
Yeah, and once again, it was another issue with the flip into the kickoff, that it just went a little bit wide there for Mr. Khalifa, and his team paid the price for it. Now Scrungus tried to sneak up there, but didn't quite find the touch needed, so it is Kirkwood White with momentum right now as they're trying to transition. Not quite finding the centering pass, but that's okay. It's back. It's going to be MD. Picks it up. He's going airborne. He's got room to work with. He gets the touch. It's a little bit high. Does he find another? No, he doesn't. He doesn't get the double touch as it goes into the corner. But Hawk is there with a centering pass. It's over to his teammate, and MD does slam this one home.
Okay, MD, relax. We know it's game number 1. You don't have to just release this barrage of scoring so quickly. 5 for 5 now off of the gorgeous pass there from Hawk to the midfield. 5-1. What was a close game to start has just slipped out of the hands of Kirkwood Blue. They do not have an answer for MD right now.
Yeah, and I think what needs to happen is that Kirkwood Blue needs to step up their kickoff presence, because getting beat twice on the kickoffs at this point is something that should not be happening, and it's way too costly. You get those 2 goals back, it's still going to be a 2-goal game in favor of Kirkwood White, but at least that is manageable. We're a 4-goal deficit with 1:40 left, and then double commits on top of that. It's looking rough here for the Kirkwood Blue team, but they still have opportunities as Scrungus has been the one to make it. But he's getting demoed by the Slim Reaper right now, and this is a chance. It's a save by Scrungus, but that one is going to get past the defender.
That was a great save from Scrungus, but unable to follow up on the second one. Yeah, just that clear to the midfield. No one there for the follow-up for Kirkwood Blue. Pancake Man just so close to getting that one, but unable to do so. MD now, 6 for 6, approaching 1,000 score, doing everything for this team. And Kirkwood Blue, they have just yet to have an answer right now, and it's showing.
Yeah, I think, you know, I know most doctors swear not to do harm to their patients, but right now MD is putting on a clinic and dismantling Kirkwood Blue right now, and you kind of hate to see it, but it is what it is. Hopefully, their mentality is strong and they're able to come back in game 2 of this best of 7 series. But right now, they still have 50 seconds on the clock. Hopefully, they can get some momentum back. As Scrungus, he doesn't find that. Oh no, that's a heartbreaker. Oh, Mr. Khalifa tries to slam that one home as well, but couldn't quite find the touch needed. That is definitely a heartbreaker for Kirkwood Blue.
I feel like you kind of have to have those. You're not going to have those chances, those opportunities very often throughout this series, it feels like, because of the great defense. And speaking of, MD almost finding a gap in the defense, can't get that one to go. But does he really need one more for the road? Not really, but setting up in Brazil, I'm sure it's a very commanding, dominating way to start off this series. And that's going to be an awkward touch here. Maybe Kirkwood Blue could get one for the road. The last chance opportunity to bounce it to the midfield, but it's cleared away by Hawk, still staying in. Scrungus to the backward, but MD is there. Dangerous touch off the ceiling, but Slim Reaper clears it off the side, and Kirkwood White take a very commanding game number 1 victory.
Yeah, Kirkwood White definitely putting on the afterburners there, as they were supersonic this game, especially MD. You know, 1,000-point match, having 6 goals, 7 shots alone. That's some pretty accurate shooting percentage as well. It's got to be way up there. And overall, it is a very solid performance out of Kirkwood White. Now, I'm a little bit worried for the Kirkwood Blue because, those kickoffs. What's your opinions there, Sis, on those kickoffs?
Oh, MD was doing a speed flip kickoff for the diagonal flip, which is a pretty common kickoff in Rocket League. You see it happen a lot with the kickoff, but the problem was Kirkwood Blue wasn't matching it. They weren't doing the diagonal flip cancel on that kickoff. It has been showing. Strongest will do the wave dash so it gets there, but you just got to clean up. You got to be aware that if your teammate's going to miss on that initial kickoff, someone has to be back to get those saves. You cannot give up 2 goals just straight alone for kickoffs. It is going to haunt your dreams if you do.
Oh, opportunity here, but not going to find its net right now. Pancake Man closest one up towards the center with Slim Reaper is there. He's going to put it over to Scrungus. Scrungus puts it on net. It's a floater. Ooh, he gets the demo, but not the shot. And now it's up to MD to try and get the clear out as the Kirkwood Blue boys rotate out. For now, it's a the dangerous pass towards the center there. Luckily, Scrungus is there to break that up. He's not going to be able to read that wall, but that's okay as Hawk comes the other way now. He puts it off the backboard. No one's there. Now it's going back the other way. This game is definitely a quicker feeling game this time around, isn't it, Sis?
Yeah, both teams have upped the pace of their play, it seems. Both teams really matching the field of one another. That's a quick shot, but that's a save from Pancake Man, just running the play all over. Still staying on this one, beats out Reaper, and we just see Kirkwood Blue is just playing like they have a little bit more motivation, it seems. They didn't like that first game and how it ended up, so they're just matching the speed. Look at that. That's another clear that they just completely dust one of the players from Kirkwood White, so I like the start from them. Maybe they can capitalize on this offensive possession.
Yes, but if they're just doing deep clears, they're also giving the ball away a little bit much, I feel, and it could be better served if they're able to retain possession. And that's Scrungus. He's putting that one close to on target, but Slim Reaper is there to make the save. And I don't know about you, but it almost feels like they have a man marking Scrungus at this point with the amount of times he's being demoed.
It definitely feels like it. The physical play is coming out to play right now. It's what you like to see, creating space on the field from Demo's physical contact. You have to be careful you don't overcommit for them and make dangerous plays, but so far it's not been too bad. Dangerous, speaking of, MD off the backward, can't get the double, but Hawk is there for the cleanup. And now Kirkwood White strike first.
Yeah, once more Kirkwood White finding the head goal, and it definitely puts Kirkwood Blue in a precarious situation because last time around when they fell behind, they fell really far behind. So I'm looking at Kirkwood Blue to make the adaptations, come back strong into this game. But Scrungus, that was a dangerous touch, putting it on your own crossbar there. And luckily you weren't punished for it this time, or maybe yet, as you can't quite make it out of your own zone. You're trying to get it past you. You did get it most of the way, but MD is back to be safe anyways. Now Pancake Man with a very soft shot on net. Easy pickup by MD, who's got room to work with. He pinches it off the wall, gets it past one, has room to work with. Light touch, but it's not enough to get past Scrungus there.
I think you got to be careful if you're Kirkwood Blue with these touches. You don't want to dig your own hole deeper than it already is. Now Strongest on the counter, tries to get it past one, but Kirkwood White just sending everyone on the challenge, just controlling the boost of the field. That's a great 50 from Strongest, but no one there for the follow. This ball is such a good chance, but everyone just so far back. You've got to be able to be there for your offensive chances because they are few and far between right now.
Few and far between, and it just seems like both teams' defense, I wouldn't say are in shambles, but could definitely use some work and some patching up right now. Captain Hawk with an empty net there, but sends it wide on the far post. Still applies that offensive pressure there as MD comes to fall through. He does find the net this time, so Hawk putting the Kirkwood White up 2 goals.
Look at the beat from MD and the quick turn from Hawk off of the sidewall. I'm not sure. I think at least Strongest fell off of the post there. Maybe Alpha. I'm not quite positive what happened there, but nonetheless, that is just 2 quick goals in the blink of an eye. I mentioned digging your own hole, and that one almost finds a way into the back of the net. But still, this is a good defensive possession sometimes, but you've got to get some offense going.
Yeah, and it definitely seems that Strongest is a bit of a one-man army right now, as MD nearly goes from the midfield with that goal, but was intercepted at the last possible second. Strongest trying to make it away, but Slim Reaper is there for the interception. MD once more is up. MD seems to be everywhere. MD off the crossbar. Ooh, and then Hawk was off the close post as well. How many more chances do the Kirkwood White team needs before they find their 3rd goal? Because these chances are fast, they're furious, and plentiful.
Kirkwood Blue just completely slowed down from their hot start. That one almost goes in as well. That's going to be another quick shot. Strongest again, doing everything for his team. The 7th save marked for him, but still, it's just not enough. That was going to be off the post. Hawk is going to be there for the finish. And Kirkwood Blue is just, like you said, their defense is in shambles, is falling apart. And nothing is working in their favor right now.
Yeah, I think Mr. Khalifa is definitely not on par with the rest of his team in terms of pacing and positioning. Because right there, it seems like he was a little bit in La La Land, and also was the one, I believe, who had both the kickoff goals go against him. So, definitely an area to shape it up there. Maybe an off day, who knows. But right now, Scrungus is trying to make up for it. And, ooh, Mr. Khalifa nearly with a goal, but it's Scrungus finding the 1st goal for the Kirkwood Blue in this game too.
Strongest is clawing for every little bit of life right now. Every shot, every clear, every save, every hit that he does is trying to do so much work for his team. He finds the top of the net on that one. That's a great shot, but 35 seconds to go. You're going to need 2 more and make it 3 more.
Yep. There's not much to say there. Yeah, MD just winning these kickoffs way too convincingly, and Kirkwood Blue not making the adaptations of keeping a defender back. I understand needing to go for the corner boost for those large pads, but if you know you have your weakest kickoff member taking a kickoff, you should be there to support him. So at this point, it's not on the kickoff taker there, Mr. Khalif, or Helfa. But yeah, honestly, with 10 seconds left, this game is in the books for Kirkwood White, unless a miracle happens, but I don't think it's logistically possible anymore.
No, I think I'm not a math major, so don't quote me on this, but statistically speaking, any formula you can make, that's not going to work out for them. It does go in the favor of Kirkwood. We kind of find ourselves in an interesting situation here, Cyro, because most games that you watch, and you see what teams are doing wrong, you see what they're making in terms of mistakes and the things they need to work on, it's generally not kickoffs and 3v3s, and that is the most prominent issue that we've been seeing so far.
Yeah, it's definitely the most prominent issue, but also they're not getting the challenges needed because once again, MD with 7 shots on net, Hawk had 5. There are just too many opportunities in favor of Kirkwood White right now for them to really even have a solid defense. Like Scrungus, I believe, had 7 saves there, which is astounding. A real great goaltender net. But honestly, it doesn't matter if there's no offense to help back that up. So some early challenges would be great as we hop into Game 3 of this playoff Division B series between Kirkwood White and Kirkwood Blue.
And I like the fact that you can make those defensive stops and you can play defense, but Rocket League is about literally putting the ball into the back of your opponent's net. So it doesn't matter how many saves you have, if you're not matching it on the offensive side of things, you're not going to do anything. And while Scrungus is a fantastic player and doing a lot for his team, he can't play defense and offense at the same time. His teammates have to step up for him here if they don't want to keep giving up these goals, these games to Kirkwood White, because Kirkwood White, they've looked so solid so far.
Yeah, they have looked solid off the backbone of MD there, because he really has been a little bit everywhere, but mainly on offense. You always see MD is the attacker first, and then there's Hawk to follow up. And on the odd chance, then there's Slim Reaper to come through, and generally if he's up, it's probably to ring the death bell there. Because honestly, Kirkwood White is generating so much offensive pressure, it's probably drowning Kirkwood Blue at this point, where they're just struggling to stay up there. But this could be an open net for Scrungus, and it is, with that awkward backboard touch there.
This is a rare mistake we see from MD. He's acted like he's going to take it up the wall. I said, no, I have time to let this bounce off the backboard. But Scrungus said, no, wait a second. I'm reading this play all the way. Gets the go-ahead goal. Now a rare occurrence with Kirkwood Blue starting off on the scoring side of things, getting the go-ahead lead. Can they hold on to it, though, and ride this momentum? Because that man right there, MD, is going to try to get it going, but it is saved away.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how many attempts the enemy needs if you just save them all. Like, we saw Scrungus, absolute monster in defense, with another save right there. Now with an opportunity on offensive end, a bit of a double commit there, and it went just a little wide. This is going to be off the post. Can Hawk read it? He doesn't get the read? Oh no! That was a 100% a tie goal there. But now that's an open ball. Ooh, can he get it? Scrungus does find another open net, and now it's a 2-goal lead for Kirkwood Blue. All of a sudden, these opportunities are finding their way in favor of the blue side.
It's crazy how you can blink and it looks like that's going to be a 1-1. It's going to be tied up, and then just like that, in a flip of a switch, it's 2-0 now for Kirkwood Blue off of the counterattack. So I mean, now it's Kirkwood White on the back end of things, struggling a little bit, but MD looks to start it off strong, and Scrungus isn't able to get the save that one, but that was a great shot nonetheless.
Yeah, I like how MD popped that up, follows through on his own shot, and there's great positioning there. And you saw the defenders got a piece of it, but they weren't there in time to get it out of the net, so they were just redirecting it. And
oh no!
As you said, you blink and it's a goal in the other direction. And this time, once more, MD winning the kickoff.
I mean, Sarah, I feel like we're beating a dead horse at this point with the kickoffs. I mean, if we've established that one of your players is not strong enough on the kickoff against MD, so why as a team are they still going back for the big boost? Someone has to go back to defend the net because MD is just scoring so many kickoff goals.
Yeah, and to be honest, it's admirable that you maintain your faith in your teammate, but part of maintaining faith in your teammate is to be there for when they make mistakes. And right now, no one is there to help pick those missed shots up. And as I say that, that was a whiffed opportunity there for the side of Kirkwood White. And now it's a transition play. Pancake Man with a little bit of room to work. Doesn't quite get the read, so he watches the ball go a separate direction there. MD, he's up, he's got time. Only one defender left, but it's Scrungus. So Scrungus makes that save, gets demoed for his efforts, and now Pancake Man's coming back the other direction. He puts it into center field. He gets the reset over to a teammate. Scrungus is there, but can't get it past Hawk, who had that read.
Time now, Scrungus, a nice carry off the sidewall, looking for the last touch, but it's saved away by MD. Last second touch, what a save. Pancake Man, though, nice double. That was gonna hit the crossbar. Scrungus, can you get there in time? No, it's saved away by Hawk. Oh, wait a second, there's no one back. Reaper, are you gonna be able to put it away? Can you catch it? Yes, he's gonna be able to squeak it into the left side of the nets.
That was a close one. That was close. So Slim definitely trying to make it back here. Does have to get the extra touch in, but Pancake Man is there as well. And I think that was just an unfortunate situation where ball meets car meets post, and it just happened to go into the net, the only free space available.
Oh, we saw off the kickoff. Finally, Kirkwood Blue makes the adjustment. They are able to get the save from MD off the kickoff, but still, they are down a goal. That's a good demo from Reaper in the backside of things. He's going to open up the net off the double commit on the back end. And just like that, Kirkwood White with a 2-goal lead with 1:38 to go.
Yeah, and we saw a double commit there where Pancake had the initial read. Teammate comes up behind him, and unfortunately that leaves the net wide open. But I have to say, kudos to Kirkwood White for punishing these missed positions almost instantly. They've been very on top of it so far today, and I'm quite pleased with their performance so far in Game 3. As with a minute 30 left on the clock, they are looking to set themselves up for a series point in the next game.
Time ticking down. Kirkwood Blue really need to get something from this offensive possession. Strong is
Oh,
the person to do it. It forces the save out. Pancake Man launches it to the backboard. The double, but that one cleared away by Hawk. He's going to dive in, gets demoed for his efforts, so it's going to set up Strongest on the sidewall off the ceiling, but that's a very hard touch. He's not really going to be able to get much from that one, and Kirkwood White wisely paying patient in the back end there.
yeah, MD just having a great read there, knowing when he should go for that is just absolutely fantastic. But this is an air ball right in front of the net. It's a demo, and it's a goal here for the side of Kirkwood Blue. And now it's only a 1-goal game with 47 left on the clock.
Yeah, that touch from Reaper, not the greatest, and there was no follow-up. MD, a little bit questionable going for that squishy save there, but he's still in a very awkward position. There's a lot of places that ball can be shot, so this lead closing the gap here is Kirkwood Blue. They're getting closer, but they've got to hold on and get something going because Reaper and crew looking to get this counterattack started.
Yes, counterattack started, but Skringus puts that one off to the wall. Now it's Hawk steps up off the corner into the center field there. But Mr. Kalfa's there as well. He puts that one back. Now Pancake Man trying to get the clearing touch. It's past the midfield mark at least. But Slim Reaper is there putting it back towards. But Hawk follows through and he has the empty net. The double commit saves there as well. But that's going to be, ooh, a great save by Strungus to get the pinch out to the side there. Fantastic heads up there. But still dying seconds. Pancake puts on the Strungus. Strungus can't get it past Reaper, but it's popped up. It's going to fall down from the net, but no one's quite there. 2 seconds. One. Does it touch the ground? Yes, it does. And so that will be the win here for Kirkwood White as they go up 3-0 in the series and now find themselves on match point.
Kirkwood White breathing a sigh of relief after that one. MD didn't get the clear off the backboard, and it was just panic, and everyone paused for a second, but no one there for Kirkwood Blue able to follow that one up. So now you're facing down match point on the brink of getting swept by this Kirkwood White team. And Strongest, again, he's doing so much for this team. 3 for 6 shots, 3 saves, 762 points. I mean, he's trying his best out there, but I don't know if it's going to be enough for this team because now you have to try to reverse sweep, and that's not an easy task in Rocket League, no matter what rank you are.
Yeah, reverse sweeping is always a tall order here, and it feels a little bit taller in this series, I'm not going to lie, especially with some of the glaring weaknesses that Kirkwood Blue has shown us. And we've seen Kirkwood White just absolutely demolish yeah, just demolish. And as I say that, they score the first goal. Once again, ND showing up big, and he needs to be shut down some way, somehow. Just target demo him now.
And did you say demolish? Indy said, yeah, let me just demolish your defense really quick. A quick 1v3 off of the dribble pass to himself, top left shot, and just like that. I mean, it has been the MD show oftentimes. Hawk's been getting the scoring repass too as well, but it's mainly been MD just setting up his offense. He's trying to do it again, but I mean, it's just been a beast, a machine. And like you said, maybe just target demo him at this point because you've not been able to shut him down whatsoever, no matter what you've tried.
Yeah, the only thing though with that is I think Strongest is probably the only one who could keep up with MD on the map in order to even get a demo there. And he passes a great pass to Hawk there. It goes up, it's going to drop down in front of the net. Nobody's quite there for it. So Strongest gets the defensive clear high into the corner. Can't get the follow out touch though, so MD will keep that in the offensive end. Pancake Man puts it down. Mr. Calf is there well. Bit of a double commit there. Some Reaper not with a read. It's going to bounce up the Hawk. Hawk flip shot. It's under the crossbar, and it's another 2-goal lead for Kirkwood White.
Oh yeah, that double commit, very costly there. Hawk, beautiful shot, the perfect setup. And I don't think Kaifa in the back of there just expected so much power from that shot. So that's 2 unanswered goals now for Kirkwood White. 4:02 left on the clock. And the way this is going, Cyro, Kirkwood Blue, they need a miracle.
Miracle might not be enough. I'm not gonna lie. It seems like they may need a consecutive string of miracles to happen at this point. Like, they would need to bathe in a river of holy water and then some. But with that said, it's going to be an open net here for Hawk, who finds the bounce off the far post with that sharp angle shot.
Oh, goodness, it is just falling apart for Kirkwood Blue. Hawk just completely beating out everyone, kind of lost in the space there on defense. Deer in headlights syndrome right there. Not really sure who's going to go for the ball. Everyone froze. Ball gets shot right at him, and now 3 goals here. Maybe a 4th one. It is saved away by Scrungus, but saves are fantastic. You can get as many from this game as you want, but you've got to get goals on it. They have yet to even register a shot on net. That one's going to count, though.
Well, once more, it comes from Scrungus, the man who is leading the charge on Kirkwood Blue, but unfortunately, there's no more cavalry with him. And this is a dangerous ball, and it is cleared by Scrungus there. So many dead balls in front of that, it's been absolutely astounding how more of these haven't found their way in there. As Scrungus, with a bit of a hard touch there, puts it high off the crossbar. That one gets bounced out. It's up to Mr. Kalfa, who gets an okay touch, I would say. Slim Reaper with a challenge. It goes up to Scrungus. Scrungus off the wall. He's going to look for a pass, but there's no one there for him. But Pancake Man is there for the follow-up play. It's going to be off the backboard. Pancake Man not quite with the read needed, but it's still a close effort. It's off the post. Can someone get this? It's going to be Hawk as he clears it to the side now. And whew, that was a good opportunity there for Kirkwood Blue.
That's like 2 or 3 times now where it's just like, oh yeah, they're gonna roll it in. Oh, okay, well no, next time, and then they get the next time, and that one doesn't go in. It's just time after time, and oh goodness, MD just so smooth in there, so smooth with the mechanics. What can you do? He has time and space on the ball like this. He's gonna make you pay.
Yeah, and he got around 2 challenges there with that aerial play. So just a great play out of MD there. Really putting the punish or beat down onto the enemy. And I think at this point he should stop. But that's okay as well. 2 minutes, or just over 2 minutes left on the clock, and it's Captain Hawks, but also Slim Reaper off of that double commit. But it's MD who gets the last touch there. Slim Reaper touching the ball in the wrong direction, but he's able to corral it. He gets past one, but not past Scrungus. The Scrungus is there. Now a bit of a challenge there, goes straight up. Pancake Man is there, but Scrungus is off the wall first, and that's going to be on target. MD with the save. He puts that one straight up with the bounce, controls it, gets the reset, but Pancake Man is there for the defensive touch needed. Scrungus off the wall, trying to get a transition play going, but Hawk is here to corral it. Doesn't get it past Scrungus once more. And I feel like I'm just saying Scrungus on repeat because the man is everywhere.
He really is. He's just been that way the entire series. He's been everywhere for his team, trying to create gaps, trying to get offense going, making the saves, doing everything, going for doubles like this. Can't get that one to go, but still, Pancake Man on the follow. That one will get saved away by MD. Scrungus just not able to be the Superman for his team. He's trying to, but MD and crew has just been the better of them this entire series and is showing.
Yeah, unfortunately, you can't out-Superman a Superman and a half, which is what's happening, but they do find a consolation goal here. So just over a minute left on the clock, down 3 goals, but they do have some life and air in their tires.
Scrungus gets one for the road, no matter what happens from this game. If they don't end up winning, at least he got a goal on the scoreboard for his team. But it's at minute 4, there is time to do it, but you've got to start scoring. You've got to do it pretty quickly, and we know historically that kickoffs are not their best friend.
And not their best friend, but even then, an arch nemesis could be helpful, but unfortunately I don't think that will be the case either right now, as just double commit there in the midfield opens up the shooting lane for MD, and he knows where to put it. Even though Pancake Man did get a touch, it just wasn't enough.
Wasn't enough indeed. I mean, MD with time and space just will use it to the best of their ability, and they've been proving it time and time again how good they are at doing so. It's going to be another shot. MD, that one's going to be very, very high there. Jumbled up on the words, and wait, Scrungus is gonna roll that one to an open net. I mean, they brought it back to a 3-goal lead, 3-goal differential, but 38 seconds left. I don't know about that one.
They would need at least 1 kickoff goal here, I would say.
And not in their own net. We might want to stress that.
Yeah. But It is Pancake Man taking the fakes off, but Slim Reaper just sitting back there just to be safe. And
Oh no.
Strongest misreads the aerial play as Mr. Kalfa moves out of the net there. So that will be the sixth goal from the side of Kirkwood White in this game 4.
Not to be pessimistic or anything, but that might just be the nail in the coffin. 4 goals in 31 seconds. It's possible off of quick kickoff goals. You really have to get like 2 or 3 in a row, but I just don't see it happening here. This Kirkwood White team has just been so dominant, and they have proven that they are the better team in the series.
It's 1 goal every 7 seconds at the start of that kickoff. That's perfectly manageable. Or maybe not.
Perfectly.
So with 10 seconds left on the clock now, it's all but a formality here, and it's just a who wants to end with momentum. And I think Kirkwood Blue, they want that one last goal to say, hey, we may have lost this, but we still took a couple goals off you as this is a dangerous ball up in front of their net, but it touches down. And so this will be Kirkwood White with the series win and advancing in the playoffs.
And if we were giving out awards from this game, it definitely, obviously, would have to go to MD and Scruggins for their performances. But MD, every single game, I think every single game except maybe one, he was on top of the leaderboard. 3 for 6, 3 saves, just doing everything for the team. And ultimately, they do get the sweep on Kirkwood Blue. And I say in a dominant fashion, I feel like.
Yes, dominant fashion is definitely one way to put it. I think there was a skill discrepancy there that was highlighted this game, we'll say. But unfortunately, those things happen. It's okay. You know, who knows? A lot of collegiate esports and amateur teams are about growth and development. And we did see Kirkwood Blue develop over the course of this series. They just quite or couldn't quite catch up to where Kirkwood White is already starting off from. And we do see Scrungus. He was everywhere, doing as much as he can. He had the same amount of shots there as MD in that fourth game. So they did have some progression. It just wasn't quite enough. But at the end of the day, it is Kirkwood White with the bragging rights over the two teams from Kirkwood here. So they win their first Division B playoff game here for Rocket Leagues. And they will be facing the winner of the Edge Gamers Lounge versus the Bradley Braves Black. Alliteration. You gotta love it.
What a series! What a way to start off playoffs, sorry, with a sweep. I almost said a clean sweep, but it wasn't a clean sweep. It just was a sweep, and they performed lights out. So it's going to be exciting to watch them play, watch them continue to grow as players. I'll be watching. I hope you'll be watching, Sarah, because I hope I'll be watching you cast those. So what a just a fantastic way to start off the playoffs. Great performance from both teams. But like I said, ultimately, Kirkwood White just was the better team tonight.
Yep. And so that is going to wrap it up here for tonight's Rocket League broadcast. It's been the GGLeagues Winter Elite Series for Rocket League. I'm Sarah Stims. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and most other social medias. Father Sizz, I know he's on Twitter as well. Go check him out as well. And also, thanks to production for, just putting on this and making this thing happen as well. We appreciate you. And that's Rhino VOD if you feel like checking him out. But as always, make sure you like, follow, subscribe, whatever the platform demands for GG Leagues. So that way you can catch more of the action here.